We are back. We are back. The Wrestling Girls are back. It feels good to be back, y'all. I felt like if we would have done it any more, like we would have took off any more time, it would be no more of those Wrestling Girls. I think we would have been good with being in our own worlds, content and whatnot. But we back. We know you missed us.
We
Definitely
back.
missed you. It's your girl Krista B.
And Queen PR.
We missed you guys. And we're
remember my old catchphrase? Well, it wasn't a catchphrase, but I said it every episode. I was so excited about every episode.
Everything.
Yeah, I have that feeling. I was really excited about this episode.
I mean, you might as well be excited for this episode because this episode is the embarking on our 3-year anniversary.
Yes, 3 fucking years.
3 fucking years, bro. Like, our journey to this point has been very roller coaster ride.
Very much so.
Like, ups, downs, arguments, disagreements, fights. Like, okay, I'm not talking for the rest of the day. Like, yeah, I don't know what we go through, what we've been through, but I wouldn't have done it with anybody else.
Same. And we talk about how we started the podcast a lot, but it really came at the perfect time in my life personally. Like, I remember now, I was going through a breakup. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that.
6-year relationship was ending around this time. I had just moved back to New York. I had a weird job. It was a very weird time in my life, and God just brought me and Krista back together, and we were able to start this. And then it was an exciting time in women's wrestling in 2018 when we even thought to do this. So this podcast has been such a blessing. I can't even.
We were able to meet people we've never thought we would meet. Yep. We were able to interview wrestlers we never thought we were able to interview.
Yeah, we talked to Mickey James.
We spoke to Chelsea Green. We spoke to Deanna Purrazzo. We spoke with Bianca Belair. We spoke with a lot of people. And it's going to continue to grow. And for people to know us and to love us, and every time we put out announcements, yeah, we're coming back. Then it's right, no, we're still taking a break. It's I love how everyone's just take your time, take your time. And I feel like the journey to get to this point, we had to really find out who we were mentally.
Yeah,
mental health literally took a strong. It didn't take a strong toll, but it literally was a way that we was we definitely got to take a break.
Take care of ourselves.
Take care of ourselves. You was dealing with so much. I was dealing with so much. And it was just do we really want to sit here and try to put out a show for our 3rd season and we weren't going to give our all to it? We definitely had to reevaluate a lot of things in our lives in order for us to be here. But we back.
I know. I'm glad we took a break too.
Yeah.
I really did. I feel like I learned a lot about myself through the kind of working on the show. I feel like you learned a lot about yourself. We're growing as people. We're getting to know each other more. Right. We were always friends, but it's I feel like we have such a strong bond. Besides the show, me and Krista are so much more than co-hosts. We're really sisters.
Right. We have that thing. If I'm thinking it, you'll say it.
Yeah.
And vice versa. I was bro, I was just typing that. I was
just
yeah. I literally just thought this in my head, and you're gonna say it out of your mouth. Literally. I promise you, this journey, I would not want to be on it with anybody else.
Same.
At all.
And to think, if you would have told me, the last time we put out an episode was in the summertime. And it was with Deanna Purrazzo, and we are relaunching at the end of November. If you would have told me 2 years ago that we would have taken a 3-month, Krista, how was I with taking breaks? I was no, we gotta be consistent.
No, blah, blah, blah. It's not gonna work. We gotta be consistent. Nobody's gonna want to look for us. Nobody's gonna want to check for us. And I'm girl, and it was. I could, as much as I was telling you, hey, we gotta take this break. It's good for our mental health. You had to go through something for you to be this is what Krista was talking about.
Yep.
This is what Krista was talking about. Then when you was just can we push it back? Because I'm really not feeling too good. I'm really, girl, take the time you need.
Yeah, that's the best thing we could have ever did. You were so right.
Right. I mean, we probably won't make it a habit. 3 months is kind of too long because
Right.
it's that we really
Yeah.
into. And then you see something happening, then you'd be like, oh, but I want to, but now we're on a break, so we really can't jump
Yeah.
on real quick to do it and give somebody
Yeah.
get some hype and then be like, all right, we're going back on break.
Yeah.
So it's like you had to like pick and choose, but like
Everything
I said,
happens for a reason.
absolutely.
Everything happens for a reason. Timing is perfect. Like we got excited again. Like before we started recording this episode, we were like, oh my God, like I feel like this is like our first episode almost. And we needed time to step away from it and be like, okay, what makes this fun for us? You know, why are we doing this? And in that time frame that we took a break, we were able to do things. We were able to meet so many different people. Also, women's wrestling for a little bit wasn't really inspiring to us anymore. Like, because we started because of the women's evolution, WWE sometimes with that could be a little lot was going on in wrestling, period, good and bad and ugly and exciting, and it was just like it was a lot going on all bases. So I'm glad we took a break, and I'm glad that whoever's listening to this has been checking for us, that supported us, told us to take a break. We'll be here waiting for y'all, that even fuck with those wrestling girls, because we are only 3 years old and we have such an amazing community,
right? And it's only going up from here.
Yeah, it's only going up from here. So if you're rocking with us, like we about to elevate together, like, and I'm excited.
Doors that's about to open for us, and for everybody who's putting time and work and at consistency into what they do, like what they're passionate about. Yeah. Oh, just so you know, them doors is definitely going to open for everybody. 100%. Jobbeteers, Wrestling Realm, Black Wrestling, Hit Show,
Public Enemies.
Public Enemies. Like, and the ones we didn't mention, we didn't forget about you. We just have to like go, but we know that doors is opening for all of you guys. So, just stay tuned, just stay in it, stick in it. And if you ever feel like you need to vent, reach out.
Yeah, we're always here. Always. And another thing that we started doing that I'm so happy that we were able to do between now and our break is in real life events. So the pandemic kind of lifted up a little bit more. People are getting vaccinated. We were able to host a meetup in New York City. We were able to meet the girls at Face Be Hills High podcast. Shout out to them. We made a year doing Thirsty Thursdays.
That's a fact. We had a lot of anniversaries. So when we have our Survivor Series link up,